What's going on? It's your girl Doves, the entertaining reviewer, and I'm back again with another video. So today's video is simply how we're going to clean our Florentine leather. You guys already know when I'm not feeling the best or I just don't look up to par, I'm not gonna be on camera. But we're gonna go ahead and clean these leathers because they are definitely well overdue. We're gonna use some cleaner and some conditioner. And this is leather cleaner and conditioner. It's pH Balance Superior Cleaner. Just in case anything goes wrong, because you just never know, I always start at the bottom. So let's kind of just get into, we're going to do both of these bags today, but the first one, I want to do my natural. As you guys know, the natural gets darker over time. I really love the original color, but I definitely could tell it got darker. But I'm going to go ahead and clean it. And apparently there is a lot of dirt and stuff that needs to be cleaned on the bottom of the bag. So we're going to start with the bottom of each bag. And if everything goes well, then we will continue forward. Because if you mess up the bottom, it's the bottom. Like, nobody really sees that. But you don't want to mess up something that is, you know, the main part of the bag. So we're going to go ahead and start with the cleaning process of the bottom of the bag. Okay. So this is the cleaner. We're just going to make sure we're reading this. Okay. Is unique and formulated, designed to safely remove stains and discoloration from leather surfaces. Leather cleaner and penetrates deep into the leather pores to remove dirt, grease, ink, and body oils from leather goods. Okay. So, and this is a water-based cleaner. It is designed to be gently enough to regular leather maintenance, for regular leather maintenance. Okay. And it says, yet strong enough to remove the most stubborn spots and stains. Leather cleaner easily cleans coated and natural leather surfaces of all colors. Okay, so it has more on there, but we don't need to really go into that further. But that's just a little bit about what they're promoting here. And then as far as directions, it says shake well. Spray leather cleaner on a microfiber cloth. We got those. We got 2 of those today. And gently work leather cleaner into the surface to remove dirt, stains, and discoloration. Moisturize with Chemical Guys leather conditioner. Always test a small conspicuous area first, which is what I do. So that's why I was saying you never know. But I did spray a little bit on here. And we're going to start with the bottom. I'm just going to start with that bottom. We're going to just go ahead and do the cleaner. Okay. And if you start seeing it darken up, don't be alarmed. It does dry lighter. Okay. So we're kind of just getting in there with that cleaner. Really getting the bottom of it. And then you see we have some really stubborn spots right here. So we're really going to work in there. And hopefully we get all these issues out. But I want to make sure it's very even. And I'm going to come back to you guys with how it turned out on the bottom. Okay, so this is what it's looking like so far. And what it ended up doing before we do the rest of the bag. Now, this is my first time using this particular cleaner. I have seen people use other kinds. So, hopefully, and I've used this on other leather goods and it worked fine. But this is my first time cleaning my Florentines since I got them. And I've definitely noticed some scratches on my red one real good. So we're gonna see. I don't really see it coming out as far as these little stubborn spots. But we're gonna see. Like I said, if you're curious and you're not sure, I always would start at the bottom. You don't know, just start at the bottom. Don't start working on the actual bag because, like, again, the people don't see the bottom, you know. So if it does mess it up, I would always start at the bottom of the bag. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. the hardest issues is over here. So I'm gonna kind of still get in there a little bit more. And we're gonna see if it gets the. So this is what it looks like right now. I'm gonna let it dry and see what we get, because this one side kind of dried a little bit and doesn't look crazy. So I don't know. We're going to see, and I'll be back with what it looked like when it dried, and then what we're gonna put the conditioner on. Okay, guys. So as that's kind of drying for the second one, we're gonna go ahead and work our way a little bit onto the red one. Oh shit! Be careful. I mean, shoot. Be careful. You want to really get in there. And this one's not really dirty. It's just more so for the marks. But I still want to start with the cleaner. And this is just the bottom. And honestly, it's just kind of harder when you're dealing with the lighter colors. It's just you're taking a risk. Like, it's just the lighter colors. So you just have to be mindful of that. I feel like the lighter colors, you just definitely have to be careful, because I feel like anything can stain them. That's what I think. But yeah. So I think, look at that. I think the leather cleaner worked really well on the red. So, yep. And then we're going to go ahead and moisturize. We're going to let that dry on this side, and then try to do a moisturizing on it, and then we'll see how it all comes out. Okay, guys, so partial of the natural is dry, so I'm going to go ahead and put the leather conditioner on this side just to see. And it says you can put as much as you want, really. 1 or 2, 3 lines, and then you can add more. So let's see. Okay, the conditioner really does something seem like to me. And we're gonna wait till that other side dries real good. But look at that conditioner. We'll see how this dries. And goes from there. But yeah, anytime you're using a new cleaner, leather cleaner, anything like that, I always advise start at the bottom. Start at the bottom. It don't, you know, because like I said, if it doesn't work out, it's the bottom of the bag. Nobody's going to know that. Like, nobody's looking at the bottom of your purse, you know. But once you start getting up here, you're getting back here, you get on them sides. Yeah. I'm hoping it really works, because I really want to try to get this spot out real bad. So hopefully it works really well, and I'm able to get some more spots off of here. But yeah, be mindful of that, guys. And it's like I can apply some more, so I'm going to apply just a little bit more. Another squirt. Just make sure I really get it over here. As far as the conditioner, this is the conditioner. And then once it dries, we will see how it ended up working out. So that's that on that. This is the natural. And we're going to just let that sit. And we've already put cleaner and conditioner on one side. So as far as the cleaner go, it did get some out, but it didn't get, because I see it kind of drying. It did get some out, but it wasn't like perfect. So expectations. Now this one, I've already put the cleaner on it. So we are now just using the conditioner. So, and it does appear to be dry because it's not really dark. So let's go ahead and try this now. I think on the red is really giving it what I would have wanted it to do on the Florentine, but on the natural. But remember, the natural is a really light color, so you just may not get those results. but it looks really good on the, see how shiny that is. It's got some of those, it got some of those little scratches off. It did really great on this one. Yeah, and then like look, there's scratches all over this. So, and just kind of up close with the cleaner and the conditioner, I feel like it got a lot of those scratches out. So, yeah. Some indentions still there, but the scratches are gone. So on this one, it's safe to say, I think it's good to use. You just got to be very careful with the natural because of the lighter color that it is. So that's what I would say. But from what I'm seeing, this looks good. I'm going to go ahead and continue to do the whole bag. So, okay guys, so I have done almost the entire bag. We did the sides. We've done all of the back. So I know you guys kind of saw those scratches. They're all gone. So it definitely worked really well for this one. I do think that you definitely want to put that conditioner on because I feel like it dries it out a little bit, but nothing damaging. I've cleaned both of the sides so far. So now we're just going to go ahead and do the front. And this is where, and I just want to get this on camera, how bad the front looks kind of. From like, look, the scratches. I don't know if you guys, if it's pulling up good, but kind of like the scratches on there. Just all of that. So hopefully you guys can see that. And then I'm going to go ahead and clean it and put the conditioner on it, and hopefully we can preserve my bag. So just letting you know. But so far, so good on the rest of it. I think once it gets the conditioner on, it's going to be great because the bottom looks great. So let's put the cleaner on the front. All right, we'll be back. And guys, look, I went over the front. And look, those scratches are gone, aren't they? They're not there. So I'm going to still kind of work my way in here a little bit more. Just to make sure we're getting nice and clean. But I'm telling you, you want to make sure that you put that conditioner on, because I definitely can see that it is, you know, kind of drying it out from the cleaner. So I think that's definitely why it comes in the 2 sets. So don't think you're cleaning your bag and then don't put the conditioner on it to like rehydrate the leather. Okay, so yeah, and I think this bag cleaned very well. My natural is drying, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab that one a little bit as this one's kind of drying from the cleaner. And then we're gonna get in there and really moisturize this puppy. And you kind of want to get those handles too. Try to get those handles. This is what you're using every day, so you definitely want to clean these and get them rehydrated and moisturized. I don't really use a strap a lot on that, so the strap's not up here and it doesn't need cleaning. Maybe a little hydration, but you definitely want to go over a little bit with cleaning before you put that conditioner on. But again, I don't really use that and it hasn't been used, so for this bag. And just for purposes, this is my micro that I'm cleaning, the micro cleaning. And so far, guys, look, it looks so good. I don't think this was a mistake cleaning it. And remember, the bottom's already conditioned, so we just got to go over the whole bag with the conditioner. But I definitely think it looks really good after cleaning this. Definitely much better, because it definitely had a lot of scratches and stuff on it that I did not like that was visible. So, and those are not visible anymore. And I don't think, it's not going to hurt you to really get in there. Just like really get some elbow in there. Make sure you're really getting that bag good. Especially when you put this conditioner on there, get it real good. Yep. So it's almost dry, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the conditioner on there. But let's go back to our natural. So the natural, what I did notice from cleaning the bottom, you see those stains are pretty much gone. It's still drying on that side, but this is good. And where was the side? This was the side that had the issue. As you can see, they're not really there. So that's good. It's not as bad anymore than it was. I still see some of the scrapes in there. So hopefully when I put the conditioner on this side, when it's fully dry, I don't know, I might go back over it one more time with cleaner. Probably should have did the whole thing once more. I don't know. But it's still drying over here. I do think once I put the conditioner on it, it's going to look a little better. But overall, it did clean it really good. It didn't make it perfect right here. But it was a couple of stains right here. And it did get it out for the most part. You know, it's not going to be perfect. But I did notice that it kind of brought the color back of it. It's not as dark down here anymore. So, and that could just simply be you're cleaning it. So, but like I said, the natural, you have to be a little bit more selective and careful about the products you're using because it's easily to stain. So there's no lie to that. But I think once we get this conditioner on here, it's going to be really pretty. And then we can continue doing the rest of the bag. All right. So I kind of wanted to get you guys in the back. I went ahead and put the conditioner on there. And it's like I put a nice generous amount because of how drying the color got. So you want to make sure that you really moisturize that color back. Okay, so there you have it, very nice. And I'm going to go ahead and do the handle here. Make sure we're conditioning really good. And honestly, I feel like with the conditioner you can be a little bit generous, but maybe with the cleaner not so much. But you really want to make sure you're putting that moisture back into your bag. So there you have the back of it. And I think it looks really good. It's very moisturized compared to the front. You see that? So it's very dry compared to the front. So yeah, I'm going to finish doing the whole bag and put this bad boy back on the shelf. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, don't forget, we're going to come back a little bit with the natural so you can see how that one came out. Okay, guys. So this is the bag fully cleaned. It has not been conditioned. It has not been conditioned yet, but this is what it looked like fully clean. And you guys remember that really tough spot I had right here is still some residue there. But, you know, if you guys have a different cleaner or something else you recommend for that one, because that wasn't water. I think it was some type of soup or something that kind of spilled on it. It was crazy. But it's not as dark as it's kind of appearing on camera. It is actually a little lighter than that. But this is the bag fully cleaned everywhere. This is what it's looking like. See, it's not as dark as it was, but it's definitely still indented in there. So, and I cleaned every part, even the little tassels. I cleaned the handles, and I got in there as good as I could get. And I'm going to wait till it's fully dry. I'm going to take me a shower, guys, and then I'm going to go ahead and come back and condition this one. And then you will see it fully dried after conditioned. Okay, but this is what it looks like. This is the bottom. Remember we started at the bottom? Those marks on the bottom are gone. They're not completely gone, but they are much lighter than they were. So definitely the products definitely worked. But if there's a better cleaner and conditioner out there that you guys recommend, please let me know. But so far, so good. This did work.